Ever wondered what it's like to live somewhere so cold that water freezes instantly when you hold it? Welcome to the world's coldest places, where winter isn't just a season, it's a way of life. Take Oymyakon, for example, a remote Siberian village where cars run all day to prevent the engines from freezing. Join us in this video as we explore 20 of these coldest regions and see how people manage to live in such extreme cold. Number 20. International Falls. Welcome to International Falls, Minnesota, or the icebox of the nation, as it is fondly called, a small city that shivers through some of the harshest winters in America. Situated right on the US-Canada border, this town truly lives up to its frosty reputation, with temperatures that can plummet to a staggering -40 degrees Fahrenheit during the winter months. Winters here are not for the faint-hearted. From December through February, the average lows dip to about -8 degrees Fahrenheit. Snow blankets the town in a magical layer, with over 64 inches piling up each season, turning the area into a snow lover's dream. In fact, International Falls holds the record for the longest streak of days below freezing, a chilling 101 days. But don't be fooled by the bone-chilling cold. International Falls isn't frozen all year. When summer rolls around, temperatures can soar to a balmy 78 degrees Fahrenheit in July. The stark contrast between the icy winters and warm summers makes this place a true showcase of all four seasons. Perched along the scenic Rainy River just across from Fort Frances in Ontario, Canada, International Falls is more than just a winter wonderland. It's a playground for all seasons. Winter brings snowmobiling and ice fishing, while summer opens the doors to boating and hiking. This city's unique climate and outdoor charm make it a captivating spot for adventure, no matter the season. Number 19. Oymyakon. Deep in the frozen heart of Siberia lies Oymyakon, a tiny village that wears the crown as one of the coldest places where people actually live. The ground here is locked in a perpetual deep freeze known as permafrost, yet the Oymyakon River flows on, thanks to the geothermal warmth bubbling up from below. This quirk of nature gives the village its name, which means unfrozen water, a small irony in a land where temperatures can plunge to bone-cracking lows. Back in 1924, Oymyakon hit a jaw-dropping record of -96 degrees Fahrenheit, nearly the coldest mark ever reached in the northern half of the globe. Winters are an unrelenting force, with temperatures in December, January, and February averaging around -58 degrees Fahrenheit. The bitter cold shapes every part of life. Cars run non-stop to avoid freezing solid, and the local diet is all about survival, with hearty meals of reindeer meat and fish pulled from the icy waters. Yet, life thrives in this frozen corner of the world. Reindeer roam, Arctic foxes dart through the snow, and Siberian musk deer move silently through the icy landscape. And when night falls, the sky often dances with the northern lights, casting a surreal glow over the village, nature's own light show that lures the bravest of travelers. Number 18. Fort Vermilion. Tucked away in Alberta, about 70 kilometers east of high level, lies Fort Vermilion, a tiny hamlet with a big history. Dating back to 1788, it's one of the oldest European established communities in the province. Perched along the southern shores of the Peace River, Fort Vermilion is not just another quiet town. It's a place of stunning wildlife, breathtaking scenery, and some of the wildest weather swings you'll ever hear about. Fort Vermilion earned its place in the record books on January 11, 1911, when temperatures nosedived to -61.2 degrees Celsius. This was the coldest ever recorded in Canada, until Snag, Yukon, snatched the title in 1947 with a staggering -63 degrees Celsius. But don't let the icy winters fool you. Fort Vermilion is full of surprises. Summers here can get scorching, with temperatures climbing up to nearly 40 degrees Celsius, making it one of the few places on Earth with a mind-boggling range of over 100 degrees Celsius between its coldest and hottest days. Number 17. Astana. Located in the heart of Kazakhstan, Astana is a city of contrasts where modern skyscrapers meet ancient Kazakh traditions, and where the weather can be as fierce as it is beautiful. Known for its striking architecture and some of the coldest winters among world capitals, Astana is a city that truly embraces the chill. From November to March, temperatures regularly plummet to -20 degrees Celsius, transforming the city into a snow-covered wonderland that stretches on for nearly half the year. The change between seasons in Astana is dramatic. While the winter months can be brutally cold, summer offers a welcome respite with temperatures climbing to a comfortable 25 degrees Celsius in July, the warmest month. But once winter returns, the daily highs often stay below freezing, and January can be particularly unforgiving with lows around -18 degrees Celsius. From October to April, snow blankets the city, turning every commute and errand into a frosty challenge, yet also creating a stunning backdrop for the city's blend of futuristic and traditional Kazakh architecture. Despite the freezing temperatures, Astana is alive with energy and culture all year round. Whether it's catching a performance at the Astana Opera or exploring the rich history at the National Museum of Kazakhstan, there's no shortage of things to see and do. For those daring enough to brave the cold, the sight of Astana's skyline dusted in snow is a sight to behold, a unique mix of sleek, modern lines and echoes of a proud, ancient heritage. Number 16. Verkhoyansk. When you think of Russia, the sheer size of the country comes to mind. It's the biggest nation on Earth, sprawling across vast stretches of Asia. But don't let the CZ fool you. The population isn't spread out as much as you might think. This is a place where nature reigns supreme, and the weather doesn't just change with the seasons it dominates. Russia's harsh landscapes and brutal temperatures keep most folks far away, and it takes a special kind of person to call this place home. One spot, in particular, stands out, and not in a good way. Dubbed as part of Stalin's death ring, this area is so unforgiving, it's been labeled the most miserable place in the world. With a tiny population of about 1,400 people as of 2014, it's not hard to see why. It's so cold that former Russian leaders would send their enemies there, knowing the harsh conditions would do the rest. It's a place where despair runs deep. The mayor even noted that people tragically take their own lives every year, unable to cope with the relentless misery. Living here means battling the elements every single day. The ground beneath the houses isn't just cold, it's alive in its own chilling way. Ice shifts and cracks, sometimes splitting homes right down the middle. One minute you're snug in your house, thinking you've got the cold beat, and the next, the ice rears its frosty head, reminding you who's really in charge. It's not just a place, it's a constant struggle against the unforgiving grip of nature. Number 15. Utqiagvik. Way up in the frozen north of Alaska lies Utqiagvik, the northernmost city in the United States, once known as Barrow. This remote spot sits far above the Arctic Circle, where the sun's schedule plays by its own rules. Starting around mid-November, Utqiagvik plunges into polar night, a stretch of darkness that lasts over 2 months. Come summer, though, the midnight sun takes over, casting its glow non-stop from early May to early August. It's a wild dance between light and dark that draws both the curious and the brave to this icy frontier. Utqiagvik is a place where tradition runs deep, guided by the ways of the Inupiat people who have lived here for over 1,500 years. The city is not just a frozen outpost, it's a heartbeat of Inupiat culture. One of the most celebrated events is the Nalukatak Festival, a whaling celebration that springs to life with communal joy, storytelling, and the iconic blanket toss, where people are launched into the air, a timeless display of skill and heritage. Despite the extreme conditions, more than 4,000 resilient folks call Utqiagvik home. They navigate life through subsistence hunting, relying on the bounty of the land and the sea to survive in this harsh Arctic climate. This tiny city is also a key player in the world of scientific research, especially when it comes to studying climate change. The unique Arctic environment offers researchers a living laboratory right on the front lines of global warming. Number 14. Greenland Ice Sheet. Greenland is a place that makes people think twice before visiting. The massive ice sheet, a frozen blanket covering nearly the entire country, has kept travelers away for centuries. In the past, trying to cross this icy expanse often led to disaster, with stories of failed expeditions and harsh conditions deterring most people. But today, thrill seekers are drawn to Greenland, eager to face the challenge of surviving some of the planet's most extreme conditions. With 80% of Greenland covered in ice, it's not just about surviving, it's about pushing the limits in a land where the cold reigns supreme, and the ancient ice is a formidable force. Number 13, Yellowknife. Yellowknife, the heart of Canada's Northwest Territories, sits on the shores of Great Slave Lake, about 250 miles south of the Arctic Circle. Known for its brutal winters, the city endures temperatures that plunge below -40 degrees Celsius. But there's more to Yellowknife than its cold weather. Its history began with a gold rush in 1934, and by the 1990s, it became the diamond capital of North America. A stroll through Old Town reveals the city's mining past, with landmarks like the Giant Mine. Despite the harsh climate, Yellowknife thrives with creativity. The city's art scene, a mix of indigenous and modern works, is showcased in galleries and at the Northern Arts and Cultural Center, a hub for music, dance, and theater. Yellowknife is also one of the best places on Earth to see the northern lights. As winter deepens and the nights grow long, the sky lights up with green, purple, and blue ribbons, drawing visitors from around the world. Even in the cold, Yellowknife offers warmth under the glowing Arctic night. Number 12, Hell. Hell, Norway, is a place that catches attention with its name, but the real story lies in its icy surroundings. Just near Trondheim, Hell has a subarctic climate that might make you reach for an extra scarf. Winters here are tough, with January temperatures averaging -5 degrees Celsius, and it can get even colder at night. But in the summer, the chill eases, with temperatures rising to around 14 degrees Celsius in July, offering a brief respite from winter's harshness. Despite the cold, Hell transforms into a stunning winter wonderland, with snow-covered landscapes that are both captivating and beautiful. Beyond its devilish name, Hell is home to a warm and welcoming community that adds a unique charm to its snowy streets. It's a quirky place that draws the curious and adventurous, eager to say they've been to Hell and back literally. Whether you're snapping a photo by the Hell train station or enjoying the stark beauty of the season, this small Norwegian town offers a story worth sharing. Number 11, Fort Good Hope. Fort Good Hope, nestled deep in the remote regions of Canada, endures temperatures that plunge well below zero, making it one of the coldest places in the country. While there's some debate over whether it holds the title for the chilliest spot, the cold here is undeniable. Despite the harsh climate, Fort Good Hope has been home to indigenous tribes for centuries, who have thrived in this icy terrain. In Fort Good Hope, the connection between the land and its people runs deep. Multiple indigenous languages are spoken, reflecting the diverse tribes that have lived here for generations. Life in this frigid environment is more than just survival. It's about living in harmony with the land. Hunting, fishing, and relying on nature's resources aren't just traditions, they're essential for life in this remote place. Getting to Fort Good Hope isn't easy. Its isolation and extreme cold mean that the most dependable way in is by plane, emphasizing just how remote and challenging life can be in this part of Canada. Number 10, Villa Las Estras. On King George Island, in the frigid expanse of Antarctica, you'll find Villa Las Estras, or the Hamlet of the Stars. This tiny town is part of Chile's Antarctic claim and is known for its stunningly clear, starry skies free from light pollution. During the warmer months, around 150 people live here, but as winter sets in, only about 8 remain. Villa Las Estras is milder than other polar settlements, but it's still far from comfortable. Snow covers the ground year-round, and sunlight is scarce in winter. Despite these challenges, scientists, researchers, and even families, including children, call this place home. The town has a small primary school for grades 1 through 8, and all the residents live in cozy homes covering about 15,000 square feet. Life here comes with unique challenges. The town's hospital is tiny, with just a doctor and a nurse and basic medical equipment. To prevent medical emergencies in such a remote location, everyone moving to Villa Las Estras, including children, must have their appendix removed beforehand. Even in this harsh environment, there are things to do. Residents can play tennis, basketball, volleyball, or ping pong on indoor courts, or relax in a sauna. Internet access is limited to 3 school computers, so most entertainment comes from radio and TV broadcasts from Santiago. Villa Las Estras is a remarkable example of human resilience in one of the most remote places on Earth. Number 9. Nuuk. Imagine a city where winter temperatures plunge to -10 degrees Celsius, yet life doesn't just continue, it thrives. Welcome to Nuuk, Greenland's capital, nestled on the southwestern coast, where about 18,000 resilient residents live, making it one of the smallest yet most vibrant capitals in the world. Nuuk is surrounded by breathtaking nature, with the vast Nuuk Fjord, the second largest in the world, providing a stunning backdrop. Adventurous souls can explore abandoned villages like Kengek and Kornok, or visit Kapisilit, the last small settlement near Nuuk. The fjord's icy waters invite you to try boat tours, kayaking, or stand-up paddleboarding among icebergs, a chilly but exhilarating experience. Culturally, Nuuk is a hidden treasure. The Greenland National Museum and Archives take you on a journey through time, from ancient history to modern culture. Art lovers will enjoy the Nuuk Art Museum, which offers a unique mix of historical and contemporary Greenlandic art. For a taste of Nuuk's charm, head to Colonial Harbor, the oldest part of the city, where you can enjoy a warm coffee while overlooking the bustling waterfront. The Yakutsk Cultural Center, inspired by the Northern Lights, is the heart of the city's cultural life, hosting performances and exhibitions that celebrate Greenlandic traditions. And when the cold becomes too much, the award-winning Malik swimming pool offers a warm escape with hot tubs and saunas to melt away the winter chill. Nuuk is not just a place, it's an experience. A blend of tradition and nature where the community embraces the cold and turns it into a vibrant way of life. Number 8. Harbin. Harbin, known as the Ice City, is located in northeastern China's Heilongjiang province, where winter doesn't just make an appearance, it dominates. With temperatures plunging to -38 degrees Celsius, Harbin's winters are harsh, lasting from November to March, with January being the coldest month. But instead of merely enduring the chill, the city celebrates it in grand style at the Harbin International Ice and Snow Sculpture Festival. At this annual event, Harbin transforms into a stunning winter wonderland. Picture towering ice castles, life-sized sculptures, and massive slides, all carved from ice blocks taken from the frozen Songhua River. The highlight of the festival, Ice and Snow World, covers 600,000 square meters and lights up at night with a rainbow of colors, creating a magical fairy tale atmosphere. Harbin's culture is as rich as its icy spectacle. The city reflects a blend of Chinese and Russian influences, a legacy of its history with Russian immigrants. It also holds a poignant past as a refuge for over 20,000 Jews escaping persecution in the early 20th century, with old synagogues and cemeteries still marking this heritage. For a glimpse into darker history, the Unit 731 Museum offers a sobering look at the atrocities committed during the Japanese occupation in World War II. From dazzling ice sculptures to deep historical roots, Harbin is a city of stark contrasts, where the cold is more than just weather, it's an integral part of life. Number 7. Baruntun. In Mongolia's Uv's province lies Baruntun, a land where extremes are the norm. Winters here are brutally cold, with January averaging -36 degrees Celsius, and temperatures sometimes plunging to nearly -50 degrees. Yet the contrast with summer is striking. Thermometers can soar to nearly 40 degrees, creating one of the most dramatic temperature swings in the world. Imagine the experience of bundling up against severe cold, only to sweat under intense heat in the same year. Life in Baruntun is unique, and shaped by age-old nomadic traditions. Many locals continue to herd livestock across the vast steppes, a practice rooted in a deep connection to the land and its unpredictable weather. Rain is scarce, with annual precipitation barely reaching 10 inches, mostly falling in the brief summer. Winters are dry, with only light snowfall, and the gentle winds let the deep cold settle in for the long winter months. In this quiet, unyielding environment, the people of Baruntun show remarkable resilience, enduring the severe conditions with steadfast determination. Number 6. Bosto Station. Perched in the heart of Antarctica, Bosto Station isn't just any cold spot, it's the champion of cold. On July 21st, 1983, this remote research station recorded a jaw-dropping -89 degrees Celsius, or -128 degrees Fahrenheit, making it even chillier than the dark side of the moon. Sitting at a staggering 11,444 feet above sea level on the East Antarctic ice sheet, Vostok is not just another dot on the map. It's a crucial window into Earth's past. Researchers here are on a mission that takes them deep below the ice, drilling cores that date back more than 420,000 years. These ancient layers of ice tell stories of prehistoric climates, shedding light on how our planet's environment has changed over millennia. It's like reading a history book written on ice. Imagine a place so dry and frigid it makes the Sahara seem like a lush paradise. Vostok rivals the driest deserts, receiving less than 1 inch of snow a year. But despite its brutal cold and bone-dry conditions, Vostok isn't always shrouded in darkness. During its long summer days, it soaks up some of the most sunlight on the planet, making it one of the sunniest places on Earth, though you might still need a heavy coat. Before we move on, here is today's subscriber's pick. Take a look at this picture. This is Yakutsk, a city that's like no other. Perched on the edge of the Siberian wilderness, this capital of the Sakha Republic in Russia is known for its breathtaking extremes. Imagine living in a place where the thermometer plunges below -60 degrees Celsius in winter, only to soar past 30 degrees Celsius during the summer months. It's one of the coldest cities on Earth, yet it experiences a surprising warmth that catches most people off guard. Yakutsk started its story back in 1632, when Cossack leader Pyotr Beketov set up a small fort on the banks of the Lena River. Over time, this outpost blossomed into a bustling city, becoming the largest in the world to be built entirely on permafrost. Due to this unique foundation, most buildings in Yakutsk are raised on stilts to avoid melting the icy ground beneath them. But there's more to Yakutsk than just the weather. This city pulses with culture and history. Take a stroll to the Permafrost Kingdom, a museum where ice sculptures stand timeless, never melting. Or venture out to the Lena Pillars, a natural wonder with 650-foot-tall limestone columns that rise dramatically from the ground, creating a stunning landscape. Today, Yakutsk is home to over 355,000 people, a blend of ethnic Russians, indigenous Yakuts, and Ukrainians, all contributing to the city's vibrant tapestry. Despite the harsh climate, life here thrives in ways that are as unique and fascinating as the city itself. What do you think about this city? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Number 5. Fairbanks. Fairbanks, Alaska, fondly known as the Golden Heart City, boasts one of the most extreme climates in the U.S., making it a place of both rugged beauty and daunting challenges. During the bone-chilling months of November through February, temperatures can plummet to a teeth-chattering -50 degrees Fahrenheit, with January claiming the crown as the coldest month. This icy period blankets Fairbanks in a stark, frozen charm, illuminated by the dancing glow of the northern lights that often paint the night sky. But come summer, Fairbanks flips the script. In July, temperatures can soar to a balmy 73 degrees Fahrenheit, bathing the city in nearly endless daylight, affectionately dubbed the Midnight Sun. This round-the-clock sunlight opens up a playground of outdoor adventures, from hiking through Denali National Park to fishing in the Chena River State Recreation Area. Despite its remote and frosty setting, Fairbanks pulses with life and culture. It's a city where traditions meet the modern, hosting everything from the historic World Eskimo Indian Olympics to lively celebrations like the Midnight Sun Festival. Number 4. Saguenay, Quebec. Saguenay, Quebec, in the Saguenay-Lac-Saint-Jean region, is a city where winter isn't just cold, it defines the place. In January, the coldest month, temperatures can drop to a frigid -19 degrees Celsius, and some days are even colder. For locals, this extreme cold is part of what makes Saguenay special. But Saguenay isn't just about enduring the cold. Formed in 2002 from Chicoutimi, Jonquière, and La Baye, the city is surrounded by stunning landscapes shaped by ancient ice. The Saguenay River and its dramatic fjord offer breathtaking views that highlight the city's rich cultural history, attracting visitors despite the severe winter weather. Here's the twist. Even though winters are harsh, Saguenay enjoys lots of sunshine in the summer. When the snow melts, the city comes alive with bright, sunny days that provide a warm contrast to the long, cold nights. Saguenay isn't just a city. It's a place of extremes where the beauty of nature and the strength of its community are evident in every season. Number 3. Snag. Snag, Yukon holds the title for the coldest place in North America. On February 3, 1947, it recorded a staggering temperature of -63 degrees Celsius, setting the bar incredibly high for cold weather. The area feels like one massive freezer. Situated in a small valley surrounded by taller mountains, Snag acts like a giant ice trap, capturing and holding the frigid air. Winters here are not just cold, they are bone-chilling. During World War II, Snag wasn't just a spot on the map, it served as an emergency landing site on a crucial route, and later became a weather station. Those stationed there faced extreme cold and had to constantly battle to stay warm in the eerie, quiet environment. Today, Snag is mostly abandoned. The nearest community is miles away, and only the old weather station and a few deserted buildings remain, quietly telling the story of this once active outpost. Number 2. Norilsk, Russia. Norilsk is located about 300 kilometers above the Arctic Circle. Winters here last nearly 8 months, with temperatures often dropping to -25 degrees Celsius and sometimes even to -50. Snow covers the city almost all year, for about 270 days annually, and snowstorms occur roughly every 3 days. Despite the harsh conditions, Norilsk is the northernmost city with a population of over 180,000. The city thrives because of its large mining industry, which extracts nickel, copper, and palladium from one of the world's biggest reserves. However, this industry causes severe pollution, making Norilsk one of the most polluted cities in the world. Founded in 1935, much of Norilsk's early development was done by prisoners from Soviet labor camps. The Museum of Norilsk preserves this history, showcasing items from the labor camps and the culture of the local indigenous peoples. Living in Norilsk means enduring long, dark polar nights from late November to mid-January, when the sun doesn't rise. In summer, the city experiences the midnight sun, where the sun doesn't set, and day and night blend together. Number 1. Ulaanbaatar. At over 4,400 feet above sea level, Ulaanbaatar is the coldest capital city in the world. In this Mongolian city, temperatures can reach up to 38 degrees Celsius in the summer, but can plummet to a frigid -42 degrees Celsius in the winter. It's a place of extreme weather where staying warm is a must. Despite its cold, Ulaanbaatar is vibrant and full of life. Located in the Tule Valley and next to the beautiful Bogd Khan Ul National Park, the city offers a mix of modern art galleries and traditional Tibetan-style Buddhist temples. Founded as a permanent city in the late 18th century, Ulaanbaatar has evolved into a lively center of culture and history. With 13 national universities and 75 private colleges, Ulaanbaatar has a youthful population, with more than 60% of residents under 35. This energetic demographic helps the city thrive even in the harshest winters. For visitors, Ulaanbaatar offers a unique blend of tradition and modernity, though it's wise to plan your trip for the warmer months if you prefer to avoid the extreme cold. Whether you're ready to brave the chill or enjoy the milder weather, Ulaanbaatar promises an unforgettable experience. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.